I just wanted to say thank you up front to Donna for requesting 3 Monkees songs that I've never heard, and apparently they're pretty popular because I looked at the view counts and they're not slacking in the views, so I guess I've been missing these ones. Let's go. Bye, guys. Welcome to Lee Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am. And we are back with the Monkees, courtesy of our patron, Donna. Thank you so much for your support, Donna. I truly appreciate you getting started on some of these new requests, and I'm excited to see what y'all got for me this month. The post is closed for the Patreon requests for this month, but if you want to send in any via PayPal, that's always open. So we're doing 3 tracks. One is For Pete's Sake, also known as the closing theme. The third song is Shades of Grey. The second one's hard to remember. What was the second one? Early Morning Blues and Greens. There you go. It's a very nice song name, I'm not going to lie. So let's get into it. They're all fairly short. They're around 3 minutes each. And I don't know who's singing on what or anything like that. I'm just going to go into this blind and see what we get. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Check out our Patreon and PayPal if you want to help support the channel. That's the way to do it. Big fat tips for your boy. Appreciate it. Anything else I need to say? Oh yeah, Monkees playlist up there if you want to watch other Monkees stuff. All right, here we go. For Pete's Sake, the Monkees. 3, 2, 1, go. Mr. Dolan's?
It's in everything we do.
The bass is fast.
Shine. We were born to love one another. This is something we all need. We were born to love one another. We must be what we're going to be. And what we have to be is free.
I swear they were ahead of their time in some ways, man. It's crazy. The mix is so populated with noise. It's so cool. What year is this?
We will make the world shine. We were born to love one another. This is something we all need. We were born to love one another. We must be what we're going to be.
That is so good. Oh my god. Genius little progression. That was so damn good, bro. How am I missing out on that one? Good pick, Donna. Damn, what a note. He's got such an incredible voice, man. It fits the sound so well. Early Morning Blues and Greens.
A distant night bird mocks the sun. I wake as I have always done, to freshly scented sycamore and cold bare feet on hardwood floor. My steaming coffee warms my face.
Is that an organ or like a synthesizer? What is that?
I'm disappointed in the taste.
Harpsichord?
But there's a peace the early brings, the morning world of growing things.
It's a good cloudy early morning song, like a weekday, like a Wednesday. They've got so much stuff just tucked away into their music. Just like this little snippet here or there. It's crazy.
It was today, it's died away.
They're really good at like transitions.
Is forever gone, and I will drink my coffee slow.
Nope, I'm chugging that motherfucker. Wake up!
And I will watch my shadow grow and disappear in firelight.
That cymbal's getting some work, bro. Damn.
And sleep alone again tonight.
It's like this part shouldn't go as well with like the chorus, but it totally does. It fits. It's like a little bit of like an abstract, esoteric kind of part, and like a very subdued commercial kind of part. They meld those two worlds of like psychedelic and pop very well. They really do. Shades of Grey. What an album, man. Headquarters.
When the world and I were young, just yesterday, life was such a simple game a child could play.
So true.
It
Not anymore.
was easy then to tell right from wrong, easy then to tell weak from strong. When a man should stand and fight, or just go along. But today there is no day or night. Today there is no dark or light. Today there is no black or white.
Lyrics are very good.
Only shades of
Ooh.
gray.
Mwah. Tied it all together. That was great.
I remember when the answers seemed so clear. We had never lived without or tasted fear. It was easy then to tell truth from lies.
It's so beautiful, but it's so sad.
Selling out from compromise. Who to love and who to hate. The foolish from the wise. But today there is no day or night. Today there is no dark or light. Today there is no black or white. Only shades of gray.
Where have you been hiding these songs, guys? This is the Monkees? Jesus. I didn't know they had this in them. They do, though.
It was easy then to know what was fair, when to keep and when to share, how much to protect your heart and how much to care. But today there is no day or night. Today there is no dark or light. Today there is no black or white. Only shades of gray.
Two chefs kiss in one song. Wow, what a song.
Only shades of gray.
I've heard that before. What is that? Man, these guys, they never cease to amaze me. It's just like, because when I first started listening to them, I got so many comments, saying, oh, they're fake band, studio plant, TV show band, all this stuff. And that may be true, but, obviously the Wrecking Crew did a lot of their music too. And then of course the boys, they eventually did their part as well, from what I've gathered. But that, you can't tell me there's not like a ton of heart and soul in them, just from Shades of Grey. The first song was like, not like in the vein of like Stepping Stone, but like it's sort of like a more energetic, punch in the air sort of Monkey song. But the second two, the second one was like a very moody, like I said, like a gray, cloudy, weekday morning kind of song. That's what it made me feel like. But then that third one, Shades of Grey, that touched my spirit, man, because the lyrics are fairly simple. It's like a duality sort of thing, but it just works so well, and his voice is just so soothing, and you pair that with the very laid back instrumentals that are still very precise in doing their jobs, and the transitions throughout all three of those songs were just excellent. They connected each piece to the next piece and made it even more interesting than what it was before, and that takes a real kind of talent to write music like that the transitions are almost as interesting as the chorus or the bridge or anything like that. I think that's really cool. Obviously Mickey Dolenz voice is just phenomenal, man. You pair that with the bass and the drums in the first track, and you got a pretty steady, kind of almost heavy-ish for the Monkees kind of song, man. It's like just like Stepping Stone, because that's my favorite Monkees track still to this day. And Words, Words and Stepping Stones are my favorite. So that first one was definitely in that vein, and it was excellent. I've never heard them kind of go to that sort of softer side like that third song was, man. Like, and it wasn't just a soft, sappy song for the sake of that. It felt like it was trying to say something. I don't know if I could vocalize it exactly. It's fairly simple, but it's still probably would take a little bit more nuance than I have at this very moment to describe it, what I feel at least. But it did have a meaning and a direct sort of sense, and I really appreciate that about that, because sometimes some of the songs from back in the 60s and the 70s, they have a nice hook or a pop appeal sort of thing, and they're fairly bland or simple, or it doesn't have a real hook to it, but it's got so much substance, it's crazy, And I love when you can pair those worlds together, where there's a lot of substance, but you can also have a nice hook in there that gets people going. You know what I mean? I think that's just excellent. So if you have any of the tracks by the Monkees you think I'd like, leave it down below in a comment. I would love to hear more. I've done a lot of their tracks. If you check the playlist, I've done a lot of Monkee stuff, but definitely not all of it. So check it out. Let me know. Thank you again, Donna. That was excellent. I really needed that. It was a good inspiration to keep going, because sometimes you just need that, man. Sometimes you just need a little pat on the shoulder or something like that, just to be like, hey, good job, keep it moving, because there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now, and there's a lot of stuff just going on in my life and my family's life right now, and it's hectic, man. We got to start school in a week or two, we're trying to get everyone on schedule for that and get ready for that, and it's a lot, you know what I mean? It's very scary, because my daughter Danica, she's going away to kindergarten for the first time. I'm not even going to be able to be around her that much during the day probably anymore. I'm very excited for her to go to school and meet friends and do all that, but I'm also scared because I know how crappy our school systems are right now, and how just the worlds are clashing. Like home and school are clashing very much right now, and that's just how it goes, kind of. But right now everything's so exasperated, or exaggerated right now, that things are just really out of whack, So hopefully everyone can sort of come together and balance and just sort of figure everything out, because it's kind of scary where our world's heading right now. Like, it really is. Like, I try not to be a doomer, even though I'm a realist and I see what's happening, at least I like to believe so. But if you look at it, it's just like you can see all the red flags everywhere, you know what I mean? And people just ignore them. It's like, okay, do that at your own peril, but we're the ones that are going to have to pay the bill at the end, and it fucking sucks. And I feel like everyone's hating on, like, the older generations right now, the boomers, as they call them, and stuff like that. I feel like that's not fair, man. I feel like the whole world's screwed, and it was screwed before they got involved with it, and it's going to be screwed after they leave. It's screwed up with us, like the millennials like me, and it's going to be screwed up after we leave if we're still here. You know what I mean? So I don't think you can blame one generation. Like, you guys, let's say you guys, like everyone's a boomer in my audience, but y'all put in your time, you did your work, you raised kids, you did everything you're supposed to do, and then, like, the world still falls apart at the end. You might not even have, like, retirement or social security now, because everything's so fucked, man. It's just crazy. I feel bad for you guys, just as bad as I feel for the people that are trying to start families or having kids right now. It's hard for everybody, and I feel like if we just stopped attacking each other for all the bad stuff and just sort of be like, hey, I appreciate you for doing this, you're doing great, thank you, or anything like that, I feel like the generations could come together and we could fix a lot of the problems that we have, instead of people just arguing about, oh, it's the boomers' fault, or it's the millennials' fault, Gen X sucks. Like, who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Just figure it out. Let's be adults and figure it out. All right, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Check out our Patreon and PayPal. Please support the channel, because your boy needs it. Gotta get school supplies and shit, so help brother out. See you later. Bye-bye.